Hi everyone, it's Liam here from Rating the Races. So the two horses that I found over hurdles that I thought were interesting going forward, they've both been mentioned before. I think they are both well handicapped. They just need things to drop right for them. The first one is 50 Ball, who ran okay for fifth at Ascot over the course and distance that I thought would suit. I think it did suit. Still that ground. He doesn't want the soft ground, and I know we've put it down as good to soft, but I think it was more soft all over, and he would have wanted better going than what he's been running on. As soon as he gets good, or at worst good to soft, no soft at all, he's very well handicapped off 1, 2, 3. There is a race that they could certainly go for in a few weeks' time. It is on the 24th of April. Which is this 2 mile 5 race at Kempton. If you actually go back and watch his run at Kempton, he pulled up in the Lanzarote hurdle, a much harder race than what he would be running in. But watch the race closely, and he was actually there turning in, and then stopped quite quickly because of the heavy going. I think it was heavy that day, wasn't it? We've got it down as soft. I think it was soft, heavy in places. So yeah, I mean, hopefully the ground will be getting drier. Although we used to have the April showers, more rain in April. Last few years we actually haven't been having as much rain in April, so hopefully we don't get it. It dries up. If he turned up on good ground in this race in a few weeks' time, I'd be really confident, to be honest, on 50 Ball. There would have to be a really well handicapped horse in the race to beat him, and hopefully that's where Gary Moore sends 50 Ball next. Just lower their sights a little bit, get him back to winning ways, and then go again next season. The second horse that I want to talk about was Front View, who did drop in trip. I don't think he's been getting home over the 2.5 mile, 2 miles 3. They dropped him back in trip to 2 mile at Wetherby. And watch the race. He appeared to be struggling about 5 out. 3 out when he actually came down. I think he was running on. I think he was just getting himself involved, and he was going to go and start picking horses off one by one. And the fact that they tried him over further suggests he does certainly suggest he stays further, so he would be strong in the finish. Where would I go with him next? Well, I think that's quite clear for me. If there's enough time, you go to this race here. I say enough time, so it's in 14 days from now. When did he run? He ran on the 31st of March, so he would actually have 20 days. I think that should be enough. I think 3 weeks is just about enough. Go for this race at Cheltenham. It's a 2 mile handicap. It's for horses rated 0 to 135 this year. So does he actually get in? Let's have a quick check. Yes, he's 126. Just jumping back to 50 Ball. 50 Ball's race here was a 0 to 135 last year. This year it's only a 0 to 130. So he gets in that off 1, 2, 3 against slightly easier opposition than even last year. Similarly, Front View could run in this race. Last year it was for 0 to 145. This year it's actually for horses rated 0 to 135. So off 126 he would get in, and he wouldn't have to take on the best opposition. And yeah, if they can find a decent jockey, it's for riders that have ridden in a PRA pony race. I'm not totally sure what PRA stands for, but it's a pony race. Probably Pony Racing Association Pony Races. That's just a guess based on those letters. Yeah, go to here, Cheltenham. Why? He's had one run at Cheltenham a few runs ago. He's actually had a couple of runs. He finished 12th in a handicap at the Cheltenham Festival back in 2020. He also finished 7th, only beaten about 4 lengths. He was beaten 7.5 lengths off a mark of 132 in a decent race, and he hadn't run for 721 days. So it was probably a very, very good effort. If he turns up here off a 21-day or 20-day break, he's lower in the handicap, he's likely to take on easier opposition. You'd have to think he goes very, very close in this race at Cheltenham if he turns up. So hopefully there's one for Gary Moore and there's one for John Joe O'Neill to go to Kempton and Cheltenham in the next few weeks.